Record. I am recording. This is the new coach call for Rockstar Presenters, and I'm Jessica Kennedy, and I'm leading the call for Amanda tonight because she is away in Minnesota, in small town Minnesota, guys. Like, my family is from the same area where she's at right now, and it's like, I don't know, 1,200 people maybe in the town, and she's like out in the country. So she doesn't have good internet access. So I'm going to lead the new coach call. I'm just going to walk you through a few things. I don't want to keep you all night, but Christina and Suzanne and I were just kind of chatting while we were waiting for people to get on and just kind of connecting. It's really nice to see people face to face. So the first thing I want to take you through, and if you can, I'm going to share my screen. So, oh, there's Sammy. Hey, girl. It's Sammy and Stephanie. If you can see this at all, that's cool. If you can't, I will just tell you where to tune into. And maybe you guys know this, but I just want to walk you through a couple things that I want you to do as new coaches. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? Yes? Okay. The first thing, if you have not yet gone through and registered for Teammade University, you want to do that. Let's see. Whoa. Get out of here. So it is, I believe the website is learn.teammadeuniversity.com. Okay? It's learn.teammadeuniversity.com. And you're going to want to register. And this is an online training that Amanda's upline coach, Melissa McAllister, who's like number, I don't know, what is she, number 5 in the network? 7? Okay. 7 in the network for like a bajillion years. I mean, she's amazing. She created spent a lot of time and money creating Teammade University. And I used to always run my own new coach trainings, and I know Amanda did too. And finally, we like, why are we reinventing the wheel when Melissa has created these amazing tools? Suzanne she brought up a really valid point that as you're working your way through Teammade University, all at your own pace, guys. There are some things that she's going to ask you to do that you might not be ready to do yet. Maybe you're not ready to launch your business publicly on Facebook. Maybe you're not ready to do some of the things she's asking you to do, but you can go through the modules at your own pace, go back and forth, right? And work your way through things. Register for it. And I believe it says that you're going to get an email when you've been approved. I never got an email when I signed up. I just had to like check back in later, and it let me like 48 hours later, and it let me log in and start working through the modules. Okay. So I personally have worked through all these modules probably in the last like year, and I wasn't a new coach, and I still learned things. So it's all at your own pace, no pressure, but I really encourage everybody to get plugged in to the Teammade University. And I'll post the link on Rockstar Presenters for you guys too, Rockstar Team Spirit, just so that you have it in case you didn't write it down or you can't access it. So please, 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 guys, plug into this and work your way through. I also want to emphasize, and Amanda really wanted me to emphasize this too, to plug into the team page, the Rockstar Team Spirit. And then if your coach has, like, I know I have a team page, Team on the Run. So if you want to, none of you guys are my personally sponsored coaches, but if your personally sponsored coaches, or if your upline coach is my personally sponsored coach, you're probably in Team on the Run. Or maybe your coach has their own team page, but get plugged into all those different communities, because it's really, really fantastic way to connect with other coaches, ask questions. There are no dumb questions. We're all here to support you. And this job can sometimes feel isolating because you're working out of your own home, right? Like from your phone and from your online office. But just connect, use the opportunity to connect with other coaches in our team pages and just really get plugged in. The more plugged in you are, the more supported you're going to feel. So that is my next bit of advice. And then if you guys, Christina and Suzanne, if you guys taken the color code test, it's probably been a while.
Yes, I have. I'm a purple.
You're purple.
Oh, red, blue.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a purple too. I'm a little more blue, but I've got some red in there too.
Yeah.
Christina, what are you?
I think I'm a blue.
Okay. I love it. I could see that. I could see you being a blue. So go to, and I'll put this in the team page too, but go to colorcode.com if you haven't yet. And I want you guys to just take the free test. Okay. And this is just going to tell you and tell your upline coach what color you are. Okay. Once you've taken it, and it's going to tell you and your upline coach just kind of how your personality is going to click. So I'm blue, mostly blue, according to this, which means I'm really driven by relationships. And that obviously is how I've built my business. Okay. Amanda is very red. She very much likes to be in charge. She doesn't always censor what she says. She likes to be the boss of things. She's a go-getter, right? And so I've got a little bit of red in me too. Yellows are really motivated by fun. Whites are a little harder to figure out. So it does help your coach, your upline coach. And when you start working with a success partner, if you don't have a success partner yet, you best get one. Reach out to me or Amanda and get you hooked up with one. But it helps to kind of know like who you're going to work well with, you know? So just take this. It's kind of fun and it's a nice way to learn a little bit about your personality and have your coach learn about your personality too. So far, I've just thrown a ton of stuff at you. Teammate University, plug into your team page, do your free color code test, and if you don't have a success or accountability partner, which is just somebody that you're going to team up with to bounce ideas off of and to hold each other accountable with building your business, reach out to your coach and we'll get you hooked up. Okay? Are you following those 4 things so far? All right, Sammy gave me a thumbs up. Awesome. The next thing I want you to do, because I know you're taking notes, is I want for you to write down a couple things you're going to send your coach, your upline coach. And the first was obviously what your color code is. But I also want you to write down what your why is for this business. And you don't have to write it down at this moment because you might want to be thinking about it for a little bit. But your why did you say yes to coaching? What do you want to build? What is going to keep you motivated even when times get tough? Okay. So take a second just to kind of roll that around in your brain, but you don't necessarily have to have it figured out at this moment. Okay. But I do want you to be thinking about it in the next day or two to send your coach just like a photograph of this sheet that we're writing on. Okay. What is your why? Because I always tell my coaches, your why should make you cry. It should be something big. It's bigger than just wanting to lose 10 pounds, right? It should be bigger than just be like, I want to help people get healthy. Well, yeah, we all want to help people get healthy. But what is going to push you to grow? So I'm going to give you a second. Okay. My next question for you is you've got your why, I want you to write down a goal for this business, for yourself in this business, for 1 month from now. Okay? It could be maybe you want to have made $200 in a month from now. Maybe you want to have lost 5 pounds. Maybe you want to have come out as on Facebook as a coach. Maybe you want to be an Emerald coach. Maybe you just want to learn what the heck you're doing in this business. But in 1 month from now, July 3rd, what do you want to have accomplished in this business? Okay? Nothing's too big or too small. Maybe you just want to have completed Team University. Learn about the different ranks. Okay. My next question for you is, in 1 year from now, where would you like to see? What are some goals you'd like to have accomplished in this business? And again, there's nothing that's too big or too small. If you feel like your big goal is just to have earned $100 a week in grocery money and to enjoy your discount, that's fine. If your goal a year from now is to quit your full-time job, or maybe you're not sure yet, and that's okay too. But ideally, if you could see this coaching gig in a year from now, what would you like it to look like or to have accomplished for your why? I'll give you a second to ponder that. Suzanne, my dog is going crazy here right now. Hopefully you can't hear him, but
I think I can actually,
oh my,
only because Finn is like, what?
right? He's like, that sounds like my long lost brother.
Too cute. I thought it was somebody outside at first, but
He's outside right now
Yeah.
with my husband. I don't know what he's barking at, but he's carrying on about something. My next question is easy. Okay, so if you need to come back to some of these, that's okay. But don't forget, I want you to take a picture and send it to your upline in the next couple days of this, whatever, your notes that you're taking. My next question for you is, how many hours a week do you expect you'll be putting in as a coach? And again, you might not know for sure. It could be a range. But do you think you're going to put a half hour a day in? Do you think you're going to put 4 hours a day in? There's no right or wrong answer at all. So this is not a trick question. I promise. Really what we're going to be looking for, or what I want you to start thinking about, is whether or not the amount of time you're putting in is going to align with what your goals are. Does that make sense? So if you want to be earning 6 figures in a year from now, but you only want to work a half an hour a day, might be a problem, you know? Or if you're planning to work 7 hours a day, but your goal in a year from now is to make $100 a week, I'm going to be like, girl, what are you doing in 7 hours a day? That's crazy. You'll be earning way more, you know? So I just want you to kind of be thinking about, what does your life look like? There's no right or wrong answer. There's different seasons in this business. When you're first starting, you might just put a half an hour a day in. You might put 2 hours a day in. It's hard to say. You've got to do what's right for you. And they might be in little pockets of time too, and that's okay too. I just got a couple more questions for you guys. And hopefully this will be helpful in just kind of getting your wheels turning.
I wanted to mention, Jessica,
Yes.
that Amanda had recently posted, I want to say it was like Thursday or Friday, the pockets on the
Yes,
team
the
page.
power pockets. Yes.
There's 13 of them, which I know is a lot, but what I actually, I can't do the picture, so I just ended up retyping it and put it in like one of those page protectors. What I do is I have either dry erase mark or highlighter, and I kind of like check it off along with my quadrant that I work with, and it helps a lot when you have, you know, something like almost like a list, you know, and
Yes.
that you're just towards.
I love that idea. I'm always looking for ways to track my time, because managing my time as a coach it's hard when you're your own boss, you know? I love that idea, Christina. That's a great suggestion. It's a
And
really
then yeah, and just set like timers. Like I know I can do on my phone or my laptop, just set, you know, set like if I'm adding like 5 to 10 new people, then I just do like what, 5 minutes and just, you know, start adding people.
yes.
And then if I'm doing the messages, of course, you know, messages can, you know, depends on if you're connecting for the first time or you're following up. You know, I usually do about 20-30 minutes on the messages, just so
Yeah.
I have, you know, and then if I can't do it in that time, then I'll just come back to it. But I never, like, I'll just finish the message that I was on, and then I'll just, you know, make a little note, you know, do 2 more or whatever.
Yes, I agree with you. Setting a timer is huge for me. Huge. Thank you. Those are good suggestions. New coaches, take note. Those are really good suggestions. My next question for you is, I've got 3 left. That's it. Okay. How would you like to be recognized when you're achieving success in your business? What appeals to you? Like a public recognition, or words of affirmation from your coach, or a gift, or income, or how would you like to be recognized? And again, there's no right or wrong answer to this. This is just so your upline coach can really kind of dig in to helping support you. Okay. my next question for you, when, and I'm going to say when, not if, because I know Christina and Suzanne will attest to this, when you have a hard time at some point in your coaching business and you stop showing up for whatever reason, because life happens and we all have been there. I've been doing this for 6 years and I have had hard times and I've had times where I've gotten discouraged or life has just gotten in the way and I've stopped showing up. Not maybe it's just for a day or maybe it's for a week or maybe, but we all run into bumps in the road. How would you like your upline coach to encourage you or coach you through it? Are you someone who responds well to tough love? Are you someone who that shuts you down? You don't want to be called out. Are you someone who would respond better to just a one-on-one call or encouragement or guidance? Or does that make sense? When things get rough, what speaks to you? And again, no right or wrong answer. Amanda can give me tough love, but she's one of the only people who can. Otherwise, I get sad because I'm that blue personality. Like it hurts my feelings. But she can give me tough love because I'm used to it at this point. Like I respond well because I know she's just being honest. Whoa, my dog. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh. He's wet. I don't know what he was doing outside, but he's soaking wet. My next question and my last question, and then I'll let you guys ask me a couple questions and then I'll wrap up because I don't want to keep you all night. But my last question is, how often do you want your upline coach and you to connect, check in? What looks ideal to you? Do you want to touch base monthly, weekly, daily? Whenever you just have an issue, like you just want to do your own thing? Ideally, in an ideal world, how often would you like to connect? All right, so my homework for you ladies, and then for anybody else who tunes into the recording of this call, is to just take time to kind of sort through your thoughts on all that. I just gave you guys a lot to think about. And just know how excited we are to have you here on our team and sort through your thoughts and then write it out and just take a picture and send it to your upline coach, okay? And just so that I think it really, really helps if they know where you're coming from. Because I know when I have a new coach, like I want to run if you want to run, but I don't want to push if you want to walk. Does that make sense? And I don't want to give you tough love if that's going to make you shut you down. And if you're really encouraged by private recognition, but you don't like public recognition, like people just your upline coach just wants to know where you're at, what your goals are, so they can connect and support you the best way that they can. And I want you to start thinking about what your time frame looks like for how much time you want to be putting into your business to reach your goals, what your why is, and where the best places to get support are. So I hope that helped a little bit. Do you guys have any questions for me? You've got me here, so you can pick my brain, but also, don't feel pressured if you don't have anything. But any questions you have?
No, but this was really great. I'm excited to share it with my coaches.
Oh, good. Suzanne, thank you. Suzanne, I wish that your video had been on so you could have seen Rex come running in here and attack me.
Oh, I could see you.
Oh, you could see me. I can't see you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw him.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually rescuing some neighbors from Finn's barking myself.
Oh, that's too funny. So Suzanne and I we adopted brother puppies. So
You're a hot mess.
we like to compare notes. They're crazy. Sammy, you're on fire in your business, girl. It is crazy to watch you go.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm excited to be done with school.
Yeah.
So I can have more time. But
When are you done?
on Friday.
Okay, I was gonna say it's gotta be soon.
Yep, Friday's our last day. So I'm super excited to close out one thing and be able to kind of dive a little more all in. So
So will you have the summer off?
yep. Well, so actually June 18th I leave for Greece for 2 weeks.
Okay.
My
Okay.
cousin and I are going on a trip together. So
Oh.
I know. So I'll be there until July 1st. And then I come
Okay.
back and I'm just helping out with summer school for like 3 weeks after that. But then I have all of August. And summer school is like a half day. So
Yes.
yeah. So
Oh my gosh. Well, you are doing amazing things already, so keep that
Thank you.
momentum going. But enjoy your time in Greece.
it's gonna be great. It'll be a nice relaxing after the school year. So
I'm so jealous. I've never been and I've always wanted to go.
yeah, we neither of us have been there either, but she was like, this trip's supposed to be amazing. It's like through a travel agency group.
Yes. So you don't have to worry, you just show up.
Yep. We
It's gonna
just
be
book our
awesome.
plane ticket and we go. So
Oh, I have so much fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions at all?
I actually was gonna ask, have you
Yeah.
ever run 2 challenge groups at the same time
Mhm.
with different start dates? And
Mhm.
how does that play out for you?
Fine. It's just a lot to keep track of. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
the more that you can pre-schedule some posts out, like I'm running 3 groups right now.
Okay.
2 of them at least started at the same time.
Okay.
So I'm running a Fit by the Fourth group, which is like Any Program Goes, and 80-Day Obsession group. Those started the same day.
Okay.
So that helped. But then I wove in a 2B Mindset group that started later. And
Okay.
my only saving grace is that I went through and scheduled a post from the challenge group guide because my other stuff, I like to come up with my own stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never done it. So I was kind of like, I really don't know where to start. So I scheduled the challenge group guide posts out in my 2B Mindset group to post at 8 a.m. every single day. And that's been a huge, huge lifesaver for me because then I can get in there when I can
Yep.
at other points in the day, but I don't feel stressed because I know that it's posting for me every day.
Okay.
Because, especially because it's new content for me. Like I really didn't know
Yeah.
what to post about. So
I'm trying to play with the idea of doing like a teachers group because now
Yeah.
like I know a lot of teachers and I was like that would kind of combat the whole like
Yes.
slump of the first part of the month business wise.
Yes.
And if I start one like in the middle of the month, then that would pick
Yeah.
up the first 2 weeks a little bit instead of having all the sales like at the end of the month for the
Yeah.
beginning of the second. So I'm gonna try to play around with that a little bit and see how that goes. But
Yeah.
now that I have more time too, I was like, it might be something to try doing now and then have down by the time I start school again
Yep.
in the fall. So
I for sure have done it.
okay.
I'm usually have more than one group running at once, and sometimes it's overwhelming. And Christina says the same. Sometimes it's overwhelming and I hate it, and sometimes it's awesome. It really kind of depends on the group dynamic. But the more you can automatically get it set up just so that it's rolling every morning for you, and then go in and support.
Okay.
To me, that's been huge. Christina, do you agree?
Yes, scheduling the post. I see. I have a tactic of how I do it. I kind of go within like a 15-minute increment. So like one time I'll do like at 8 o'clock, and then I'll do 8:15, and then maybe I'll do 7:45. That way they kind of see it's a little bit different. It's not always at the same time, so it makes them think that I'm actually doing it when it is also scheduled.
It's smart.
And then whenever I can, I kind of like, comment on that post or how I'm doing, or write my own posts later on in the day to kind of like recap and, what my highlights were, what my struggles were, what I thought of XYZ move and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that helps at all. Okay. Good. Any other questions anybody has? Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you, but you can always reach out to me with any questions you have. I'm always here to help support. And I'm just really honored that you took the time out of your busy Sunday evening. I know Sundays are hard to get on. Everybody's got so much going on for the week. So thank you for tuning in. And let me know how I can help. Okay? All right. Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.